What's up, YouTube? Gold and silver prices are skyrocketing. I was looking to place an order the other day for some silver, and I saw that, I don't know, man, like for the first time since I believe 2016, silver's trading above 20 bucks an ounce. Last I checked, I think last night it even went to like over 23 US dollars an ounce. I think it settled down a little bit today. I'm recording this July 22nd. It's about noon Eastern Standard Time, and I think the price is settled somewhere around 22.50. That's a lot. Uh, I've ordered some silver about 2 weeks ago, so below 20 bucks, and I'm just waiting for it. I guess orders are backed up. There's some shipping delays again. It looks like I'll get my order next week. I picked up about 16 ounces, more silver Canadian maples. I also picked up this cool like generic round. It's like an Aztec calendar. I'm really disappointed. I thought I'd get this stuff sooner. I really want to put out a video, show everybody, um, do the unboxing, show everybody what I picked up. But unfortunately, you got to wait. Looks like next week, guys. So tune in for that. But anyways, I just want to kind of talk a little bit about the gold and silver price. Gold's finally started to move again. I think it's about 1850, maybe over 1850 today. After really like a long pause, it's just been kind of hanging around the 1800 level. Not that I'm happy and excited to see it rise in value. I was hoping to pick up another ounce of gold before things really start to rise. So now I guess I'm just sort of waiting for a pullback, hoping we'll get a bit of a pullback in prices so I can pick up some more gold for sure. Silver, if it goes below 20, I'll probably pick a little bit up, but my main focus right now is on gold. I really want gold. Gold is a true hedge. Silver's okay. Silver's good, but the big investment gurus, the hedge funds, the banks, central banks, they are buying gold. And so anyways, let's just kind of talk a little bit about why that is. Big news yesterday. The European Union and the ECB, they've agreed on, I'm not sure what. They were discussing some sort of maybe response to the pandemic or whatever. So all those folks over there, they agreed on some sort of plan to fight the coronavirus or whatever, plan to fight the economic fallout. But more importantly for gold and silver, what they did, they are coming out with this rescue package that's $1 trillion. Now, I believe that's US dollars. I don't think it's 1 trillion euro. If it was a trillion euro, it'd be like maybe like 1.3 trillion US or something like that. Anyways, needless to say, this is the new normal. Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars and bailouts and free money for people. As we speak now, I know Congress is discussing another bailout package because the first 3 trillion just didn't quite do it. We have rising cases in the southern states. Worldwide, the coronavirus pandemic it's just not going away. And I think the more people realize this, and the more people realize, the underlying severity of the situation, it's going to be pushing gold and silver up. As long as governments continue to print money and issue their bonds that they buy from themselves and just like print money out of thin air, as long as this happens and keeps happening, which it will for the foreseeable future. I just saw about a week ago, Canada released its fiscal update. For the first time ever, the national debt is going to be over $1 trillion. This year alone, they're spending, I think, 350 some billion on the coronavirus bailout. And that's, that pales in comparison to like the trillions. Like it's estimated that the US Fed will probably print about 10 trillion this year and add that much to its balance sheet. The ECB, same thing. They're probably in it for a couple trillion. Bank of Japan, Meanwhile, the stocks are sitting at almost all time, like the indices, anyways, are at all time highs. Um, and I'm just scratching my head. It's like, how much more can these guys print? Like, how's all this gonna shake out? And I see like a lot of like the gold, silver guys. I've been watching some or listening to some of Peter Schiff's podcasts and stuff, and a few other guys, Ray Dalio in particular. He's this big hedge fund guru, and they're all saying the whole system's gonna basically collapse. Now, take that with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. Nobody has a crystal ball to the future. We're kind of in uncharted territory. Things like this have never actually happened before. Sure, we've had pandemics. Sure, we've had banking crises and economic crises and stuff, but it's just so uncertain today, right now, with everything that's going on. That's why I do think, don't rush out and buy gold and silver because you think it's the end of the world. It's probably not going to be the end of the world. Something will happen. I think people will get together eventually. Cooler heads will prevail. But that said, it's probably good. I mean, if you got a lot of money in stocks, you get a lot of money in real estate, got a lot of money in bonds. If you get a lot of financial assets, like a lot of paper assets, you might want to start thinking about diversifying into gold in particular, and maybe to a lesser degree into silver, because you might want that hedge. You might need that hedge. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I got to say this over and over again, but for what I'm doing personally is adding more to my gold and silver holdings. It's not like I have tons, but I just think, crazy things have happened. We're in uncharted territory, and who's to say what's next? I mean, I feel like a lot of high net worth individuals, a lot of central banks, they're kind of buying up physical gold, kind of on the sly, right? Like everyone's trying to keep it quiet. Maybe they know what's coming. Maybe we'll escape from this relatively unscathed. But I myself, I still hold my stocks and that, but I'm quite exposed to the stock market, and as I'm sure many other people are. I mean, if you have a 401k, or in Canada an RSP, if you have index funds, mutual funds, individuals, I mean, we are all massively exposed, and it's not just us, it's these giant pension funds too. What caught my eye at the end of June, I saw the largest pension fund in the world. It's this Japanese public pension fund or whatever. For their public employees, they got this pension fund. They reported, I think it was over a $300 billion loss for the quarter. I mean, that's humongous. What's going to happen? Like these, these huge liabilities that pension funds have. If markets collapse, this is going to be super painful, to say the least. What are pensioners going to do when they, thought they had a for sure stream of income, and then all of a sudden they have to take a haircut? I mean, if the money's not there, the money's not there. The fund goes bust. So anyways, there's some unsettling things in the world today, needless to say. So I'm hedging my bets. I'm buying gold and silver. I plan on holding this stuff for a very long time. Most of the stuff I've already bought 15 years ago, mid 2000s. And I picked up a few pieces here and there along the way. And I'm glad I held on. I never sold. I just through the ups and downs. I'm starting to get back into it a bit more. Just because of all the craziness. So another thing that I've done in my non-registered accounts, I stopped reinvesting dividends and I'm taking them in cash, and I'm using that cash and I'm buying some precious metals. Now, again, I don't care. Gold's at 1,800. If it goes down to 1,000, I don't care. It's not like I'll be selling or panicking. In fact, I hope that happens. I hope gold and silver basically take a 50% haircut. I hope the world economy will recover, and we'll go back to the good old days where stocks keep rising, dividends keep increasing. But I just don't see that we're there yet, and I'm kind of losing faith in the whole system. And I think a lot of investors out there are probably slowly coming around to the realization that the system itself is sick, and there's only so much money you can print until you have to reap the whirlwind. And when that comes, it's not going to be, this orderly, structured process of unwinding. It's usually chaos. So anyways, that's my thoughts. Not very pleasant, I realize, but if you don't own any gold and silver, I'm not a financial advisor, so take this with a grain of salt or do your own research, but I would highly recommend having a little bit of gold and silver, just for what it's worth. I'm just a regular guy who has some investments. Take it for what it's worth, and roll with it. Anyways, guys, that's all for this video. Like I said, I really want to do the unboxing. I really want to show you guys some of the cool stuff I picked up. I even picked up a couple pieces of silver for my kids. When I was very young, I started collecting coins and got into like silver and eventually gold when I was a bit older. But yeah, it's just kind of a great gift. It's something that lasts. It's something that they treasure and keep. It's a keepsake, right? So, anyways, I'm really anxious. I want to show you guys that. I can't wait. And can't wait to do that unboxing. Yeah. So like I said, next week, tune in next week. I'll throw out another video. I'm sure more crazy, like literally day by day, the craziness keeps piling up. Gold and silver exploding, all the stimulus, viruses rising, case numbers, and all sorts of stuff. You could really do these every single day, but I'm going to do the next one next week. Have you guys something cool to show. And in the meantime, thanks so much for subscribing and liking these videos. It really means a lot to me. Hopefully you'll subscribe to my channel and like this video, and check out my website, My Road to Wealth and Freedom, for more information. See what I'm doing with my finances, see what I'm doing with precious metals, coins, and all that good stuff. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Take care and be safe.